Okay, in this screencast, I will attempt to show you what I'm doing in week 1 for BUS 301. I say attempt because that's what I'm doing in week 1 right now. That doesn't mean that next time I teach it, this is what I'll do in week 1. But this is the second time, what I'm showing you here on Moodle is the second time I've taught it, so I have rearranged a few things and made some adjustments that I noticed students places where I noticed students needed adjustments. First of all, I start the class out with these assigned chapters, 14, 15, and 16, 19, and 20. Just a quick blurb here. My students seem to really enjoy this textbook. It has short chapters with about 3 objectives per chapter, so the chapters are easy to digest and students really appreciate that. My online course, of course, is set up with the forums. Obviously, you do what you feel best in the forums. I use it to discuss what we're reading in our textbook, and I also add an element in there where students have to show how they are applying the work in their business situations. Exercises. I am doing, you know what, my comp lab is not working for me, so if any of you are having better luck with it, let me know. Apparently the students have to pay an extra $50 to use it. So I've gone back to using Bedford St. Martin's, and students can get in there free of charge. Business writing, let me explain why I do this. The business writing exists to get the students into, or let me say ease them into writing for the first time in this course. A lot of them haven't been in school for a while, and it's just a one-page paper, you know, it's a letter format, but it provides scenarios for them to write about. So after they read those first few chapters in week 1, they've got an idea of how to write succinctly. They have an idea of what a narrow thesis statement needs to, or what a thesis statement should look like. And they have some very clear direction for effective organization from those chapters. So the students, this confuses them, so if you have a better way of saying it, please let me know. Basically, they're writing a letter or a memo, and I expect 2 documents. 1, I expect part A, which is below, and then 2, I expect the letter. So part A is their invention, and I've really had problems with students slowing down and using invention. They want to just write their paper, and I've had to really work with them on what invention is and why to use it. But it's basically getting organized, stating your topic, stating your purpose, the main question you'll answer or ask, background information, and the importance of the topic to your reader. I really want our business students focusing on their readers and realizing that they have an audience and they need to fine-tune their work to that audience. So I asked them for this paper, not this paper, I asked them to answer questions 1 through 5 on a piece of paper and submit that to me, and then I asked them to make or draft or write their letter or memo. They have to go through some sort of grabber, even for a letter or memo. I have them draft the conclusion, develop the paragraphs. I have them go through revision, and then they submit that. I have them submit this business writing. I give week 1, I give them feedback and kind of a week break for them to process my feedback. And then in week 3, they write another business letter or memo, hopefully incorporating the things they learned from my feedback when they write that second one. That second one's due in week 3. The SIN or TIPS presentation, it's up to you what you want to do. I use that as a time for students to, I have a list, and students sign up for which writing SIN they present. Maybe it might be illogical shifts or faulty commas, run-on sentences, whatever. Those are some of the SINs. Some of the tips are things like avoiding am, is, are, was, were, and using stronger verbs, that sort of thing. So they sign up for just a short, I had 2-minute presentation, but it ended up being a 5-minute presentation. So that's an overview of what I do week 1. The next video will show what I do for week 2.